everyone. I'm Janessa Dunn, Director of Admissions at Skidmore College. In Module 1, you use creative and critical thought to help you identify what you value most in a college. Now, we'll shift the focus to something just as important, your connections. That includes teachers, counselors, coaches, mentors, and friends. These are the people who can help guide and support you through your college search and application process. And just as crucial, taking care of yourself. Because planning for your future shouldn't mean burning out in the present. I'll share a few simple ways to build self-care into your routine and keep your well-being front and center along the way. Let's start with the relationships already in your corner. Teachers, school counselors, coaches, friends, and mentors have insights, advice, and sometimes first-hand experience that can help you narrow down your search, prepare application materials, and navigate conversations with admissions officers and families. Your teachers and counselors know your academic story, and they often know where students like you have thrived. They can help you find programs that match your interest, decode your transcript or test scores, and even connect you with alumni. But their time is limited, so being clear and prepared helps everyone. Let's walk through a few smart strategies. Instead of dropping by unexpectedly, email your counselor or teacher to request a 15-minute conversation. List some specific questions like, can you help me make sense of my GPA and course rigor? Or, what colleges have strong support for first-generation students? When you meet, bring your transcript, a draft of your personal statement, and your values inventory from Module 1. This will keep the conversation focused and productive. End each meeting by asking, is it okay if I follow up in 2 weeks if I have more questions? That way, you can respect their schedule and avoid open-ended conversations. Coaches and mentors, whether from sports, the arts, or the community, offer a different perspective. They see your work ethic, your leadership in a group, and how you respond under pressure. Their letters of recommendation or interview insights can underscore qualities not evident on paper, like resilience, teamwork, and creative problem solving. Here are some thoughtful ways to approach your coaches and mentors. If you're asking for a recommendation, guide them toward a story. Maybe how you ran point on a surface project or led a rehearsal in crunch time. Offer a short list of traits you'd love them to emphasize, like initiative, teamwork, or leadership. If you're submitting an arts portfolio or applying for an athletic scholarship, start those conversations the summer before senior year. That way, there's time for real feedback, not last-minute stress. Coaches often have evening practices or weekend competitions. Schedule a 10-minute phone call or send a concise email instead of catching them between drills or rehearsals. Friends and peers, especially those who are also in the college search process, can be a helpful sounding board. They might share what their parents or older siblings experience, which scholarships they found useful, or which campus visits felt most genuine. Here are some ways to use peer feedback effectively. Team up with 1 or 2 friends applying to college. Meet weekly, virtually or in person, to swap updates, compare notes, and keep each other moving forward. Instead of asking, where are you applying? Ask questions like, which colleges have you found that offer funded internships? Or, have you used this scholarship database and was it helpful? It's easy to slip into thoughts like, my friend already has 2 acceptances, why don't I? If you feel that comparison creeping in, pause. Change the subject. Talk about a weekend plan. Share a playlist. Do something that recenters you. Support systems are essential. But if you stretch yourself too thin, stress creeps in fast. Burnout, decision fatigue, and emotional overload can derail your process. That's why setting boundaries and making space for self-care is key to staying grounded, focused, and well. Here are 4 self-care and boundary setting practices you can weave into your week. Set aside 1 dedicated hour per week for college tasks, like emailing counselors, meeting with mentors, or reviewing materials. Outside of that hour, close your laptop. Do something that recharges you. Walk your dog, play music, spend time with friends and family. Block off this reoccurring College Connections hour on your calendar so you don't slip into late night, open-ended texting or emailing. Pick 2 30-minute slots each week with 0 college talk. None. Not even mental drafting of essay ideas. Do something that restores your energy. Stretch, journal, read fiction, bake cookies. If you catch yourself thinking about an email you forgot to send, jot down a quick note, then intentionally shift your focus back to self-care. In your first email to a teacher, coach, or mentor, ask how and when they prefer to be contacted. Let them know your timeline too. You might say, would it be okay to hear back within 2 business days? If a peer group meeting becomes overly stressful, suggest a short break. Maybe share a relaxation exercise or talk about a non-college topic before returning to strategy talk. Feeling foggy, frustrated, or totally over it? Pay attention. Sleep changes, irritability, and lack of appetite can all be signs you need a break. If this happens, hit pause. Step away for a full day. No Common App, no spreadsheets, just something that makes you feel good. A favorite movie, a trail walk, or a call with someone who won't bring up college. Now let's take everything you learned from this module and put it into practice. You'll do 2 quick exercises, 1 to map your network and 1 to build your self-care plan. On paper or in a digital document, draw a simple network map with you at the center. Around you, create 5 spokes labeled teachers, counselors, coaches or mentors, friends or peers, family. For each spoke, list 2 to 3 specific names and note what each person can help you with. Next to each name, write the best method to connect, preferred dates and times, and how often you hope or plan to reach out. If one spoke has too many names or asks, like 5 teachers or lots of requests from 1 mentor, circle that spoke. Decide which contacts to rely on now and which to revisit later. This exercise gives you a clear picture of who's in your corner and how to use their help in a balanced way. If one area looks overloaded, adjust now. Don't wait until deadlines pile up. Use these insights to rebalance now rather than scrambling in December. For our second exercise, create a simple table with 4 rows labeled connection block, no college break, communication guidelines, stress signal response. In connection block, write down the day and time each week when you'll dedicate 1 hour to college conversations. In no college break, schedule 2 30-minute blocks when you disconnect completely. And under communication guidelines, jot down how and when you'll reach out to each network category. Finally, in stress signal response, list 3 physical or emotional signs that signal overwhelm, and then 3 self-care actions you'll take if you notice them. Think of this plan as a check-in for yourself. You can update it anytime if your schedule changes or new stress signals show up. It helps you stay organized, supported, and steady through the process. You've just learned how to tap into your network: teachers, counselors, coaches, friends, and mentors, in ways that are focused, respectful, and sustainable. And you've built a plan to protect your energy and your peace while doing it. In the next module, we'll explore demystifying financial aid with Skidmore's Director of Financial Aid, Beth Post. She'll break it down and help you feel more confident about cost and support. And remember, creative thought matters, not just in your essays or projects, but in how you take care of your relationships, your time, and yourself. Stay connected, and please be kind to yourself.